Say something? Okay, yes, we are. Okay, correct.
Hello, Bo and Anastasia.
Okay.
Good,
Hello, hey
I
Jake,
can
hey
see you.
Daryl.
So
Sorry, I cannot.
Yeah,
I
Anastasia
can't see you,
will
Anastasia.
not be using video today because she has chicken
Ah,
Yeah,
pox.
I mean, I can, but my face is like this, like that.
no
Oh,
problem.
you are doing
Okay.
skincare. All right.
Ah,
She
that's
has
good.
she has she has chicken pox, so yeah, a little bit. Max is attending his grandma birthday, something like that. I forgot what.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, Max will not be joining us. I'll just keep an eye here if Vincent's drop by.
Right, right.
Okay, so first lesson it's make sure how you make the money is more important than how much money you make. Because if you're overworked and you make money, you wear this, it's no fun. Right?
Okay, okay. All right. Right now you are protecting your wrist.
Yeah, I don't want to move it so much because I want to make my wrist be a bit better. I
Oh,
spend too much time on the computer. I mean, I can take it off, but I just want to reduce the damage before it becomes permanent or something.
right. Have you consulted any doctor before, like chiropractors or something like that?
I did visit a chiropractor. He's like, yeah, just don't work so much. That's why he asked me to get more rest. Not, he says nothing permanent. But I'm not a person who take action when it's too late. So that's I like to
Yeah.
I like to avoid problems. That's me.
Yeah,
Okay.
very different from your client.
Mm, yes and no. Actually no.
Mm,
Okay, so what questions do we have this week?
mm, maybe like if Anastasia have any questions because she didn't like join for a few weeks.
For 2 weeks, yes.
Yeah,
Anastasia, what has been happening in your part of the world?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
the thing is, like, I'm traveling to UK, and I got chicken pox here. So, and last week I went to Scotland. Well, in fact, I got affected in England, and then when I came to Scotland, I got chicken pox. So that was like last week, and I was like I was like really dead at that time, so I couldn't make it. So like today, I'm a bit alright, but like a lot of these things happen, like all of that things, but I can manage now.
So are you back in Indonesia or you are
No,
still
I'm
in
still in
Scotland?
England. I'm still in
Okay.
England.
She plans
Yeah,
to
but I
travel
already.
the world, correct?
Yeah, probably
Uh,
because I'm tired, and then I feel my immune probably down, and then I got this chicken pox things.
Yeah, that's what happens.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
because it's the virus. Yeah.
It is, yeah, and then a lot of kids here got chicken pox as well, and yeah,
Usually, if your immune system is okay, you can be
yeah,
exposed to this, but you will not have any reaction. The way I understand these things work is, it's always in your body. It's just when your immune system it's not enough to handle, then you have the problem. So just you can't avoid these things. It's just make your immune system good. But if you're traveling
yeah.
around, you'll definitely be affected.
Yeah, I thought with COVID vaccine, already 3 times it's enough, to handle
No, they're
everything.
different things.
3 times
No,
already.
no, COVID is another virus. So
Yeah.
the smallpox is another thing altogether.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling? Any fever? Anything?
I didn't have any fever, but like I was thinking it's just like cold blister.
Mm.
So I put another medicines. But then it's getting a lot, and I feel like very tired, like very, very tired. So just I don't know, because they usually every time they ask me, it's like, wasn't that you supposed to have this when you're a kid? I was like, oh my God, I
I
forgot.
I had chicken pox in my
Yeah, I
late
also
late
had chicken pox.
in my late 20s when I was operating my physical business. So actually I have to took a month off.
Ah,
Yeah, wasn't fun. It's very very painful. It's very very tired and it's very painful. It's very annoying. I get even more
yeah,
easily annoyed. So yeah, I
yeah,
remember those
yeah,
times.
very, very annoying. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, it is
Don't laugh,
distressing.
Boris laughing. He likes to see me like this.
Boy is a very mean person. Very, very mean person.
He's a bully.
Boy, you're a bully? No, I don't think you are. You just scratch people a little bit.
So how's your copywriting? Are you able to do copywriting while traveling?
Actually, yes and no, because sometimes I'm just like delaying jobs, but like some of the job already like I gave it to someone. I just like waiting for the results. And then the second part is like I need to edit or looking at the works and then send it to client, just that.
Mhm.
But there's another client as well, like well, first, like as usual is dealing with the price, and as you already told me, like I already like doing the dancing with the price, like for them, like for them to explain that it's not about the price, I even gave them the free stuff, like, okay, I can give you these and for free ones, and then see what happens next. It's, you can like decide it later on.
I'm actually curious. Since you are in United Kingdom, you're in England,
Yeah.
Scotland, the cost of living is much higher, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Has that changed your perception about price?
Not really, because in Indonesia also they are all expensive. It's actually the same.
Indonesia is expensive.
Expensive in terms of what do you eat, like if you just eat like rice and chicken, maybe it's going to be cheap, but I'm on keto diet, so I only eat all fat, like cheese and some stuff like that, and I only ate like once in a day. So it's really impactful for my
Yeah, actually,
groceries.
I plan to do that. Like minimal intermittent
Keto is
fasting
good.
and eat keto. I just don't.
Yeah,
Number one, I don't know
yeah.
how to cook. Number two, I can't be bothered to travel all the way just to eat. So yeah.
Yeah, so keto is like very good for me, because I only have just like sometimes just like eat maybe well, basically just fat and vegetables, just that, and all I like them all, so it's so
And
easy.
proteins and stuff, yeah. Proteins
Yeah,
and
I mean,
fat,
for
right?
for me to eat like 3 times a day is like too
Yeah.
Too much.
disturbing, and then like
Yep.
I can only morning just like coffee,
Yep.
and then probably like 3 o'clock when nobody disturbs me with alcohol and stuff like that, I can like
Oh,
only.
alcohol, it's a big no-no for that.
No,
As far as I'm
Yeah,
no
but
concerned.
alcohol.
like friends here, they always say, just a wine, that's just just like that, a beer, I cannot like, okay, maybe now, it's just like that. So yeah, I can only.
But only one beer. If you take only one beer,
Even
no
one
more
will
than
put you
that.
out of
I
keto.
can, because
Even one
in
will
keto
put you
you need to be,
out of
yeah,
ketosis. You can't
yeah,
take any alcohol.
yeah, I have to like come back again from the state one, so I have to like fasting again. No, I ate at 3 o'clock and then I stop again until
It's
the
just
next.
Malacca really don't have much keto choices. Else I would have already been on that diet.
Really?
Yeah. Else I won't
Uh,
be knowing all of these things that you mentioned.
yeah.
So actually,
Yes.
I did one. But I'm very curious that once you move to because this is what I had in mind. Once you move to United States or United Kingdom, because the cost of living is different, you will see price differently. I'm
Yeah.
surprised the answer is no.
Yeah, because Indonesia I will look for like cheese, and that's quite expensive because they're imported.
Imported. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese should be cheaper in the UK actually.
Yeah,
If you
it's
see,
very cheap.
it's
Yeah, I was
cheaper,
like
yeah.
surprised. I
Yeah.
was want to buy 10 of them, but actually I can just
Yeah.
only eat one and half,
Yeah.
And like vegetables, they're all the same, because like
Yeah. Vegetables are plenty.
like that.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
But
So
isn't like the rent and other things then more expensive?
yeah, the good thing is like I've got friends here, so I stay with my friends.
UK rent is high. So if you the only difference would be rent and healthcare. How is the healthcare in Indonesia? Government or insurance?
We can choose like insurance as well, but basically it's your own. But yes, I've got now. When I got this, I was in Scotland, and I already prepared, like I was just like, oh my god, how many millions is this? Yeah, like that. But then I went to the doctors, and as well they give me prescriptions, and they're all free. The
Oh yeah,
prescriptions and
United
doctor.
Kingdom is
No,
pretty
not
much.
Healthcare is
UK,
free.
not UK. Only in Scotland, they said.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
because I thought
And
UK
I'm just
had.
lucky. I was just lucky. Yeah. If it happens in England, maybe I need to pay for my travel insurance and stuff like that. So I need really now, like a lesson for me to be careful when you're traveling. And
And
travel
But you have
insurance.
travel insurance, right?
Well, yeah, I've got, but I don't
travel
even know how.
insurance, I don't think it covers medical, but I might be wrong on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, probably yes, because yeah.
I
No,
think
there's one that like when I travel, I always get the one that has accident and medical.
oh
Ah,
Yeah, you
I don't
better
know that.
buy always two because you don't know you can fall sick.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
me. Hmm.
yeah, you can fall sick. Now you're very lucky this didn't happen in the US. You would pay a lot.
yeah,
If this was USA, you'd pay a lot of money.
Yeah, I heard that.
because
Yeah, yeah.
I heard UK have universal healthcare or something like that. It's like the
Yeah,
government wants to.
UK has universal, but even if you went to GP, the GP cost won't be like in the USA.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very they will almost be like GP in Indonesia or Malaysia.
Yeah, but you pay your
Mm.
own, it's like buying food, you pay what you got. But
Yeah,
it's
but
not really
it's
that.
not as bad because USA costs. That's why I'm very reluctant to go to
Yeah,
USA. I know it. I've been there for
yeah, I
studies, but
think so.
not.
I think so. And even here, I'm not registered as their, like not the resident, so probably something else. But
Yep.
other things, like I'm still like living with my
Because this is as a tourist, you'd pay like as a tourist, and they have their cost. It won't be. You'd afford it still.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I had in mind is, let's say if I were to travel the world as well, like how does the different cost of living will change my perception of money? That was what I think, so I thought I'd ask you. But if it didn't, then I'm a bit disappointed.
No, but Jay, if you would like to travel, I would suggest you buy the global health insurance. That's a priority, global health insurance.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh
So
yeah.
it would
Yeah.
cover
I think I
majority of
bought
the
that. Yeah,
places.
before
Yeah,
but I bought that, but I don't think it covered, like you said, about the accidents and the medical as well.
yeah.
Because
So
I
just
was
the
thinking,
insurance will give you, yeah.
like people in Malaysia, if they make $500, $1,000 as a freelancer a month, some of them will say that's very good income. When you go to UK, 500 is like what the hell is this? It can't last me a week. I thought that's going to happen. Then it's like, the perception of price will change and stuff like that. That's what I have in mind.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, so what other things you want to share first? Like once you reach there, what are the things that change for you?
No, exactly. I told you about the well, still the same thing about price, and like at the end of the day, then I just give in. Like this is my price and this and that, and then and then because it's like already like quite too long for us to dancing this and that, and there's no closing, there. She just like really want to know like how much is it, so I can like so she can like figure it out how she will build a thing to build a team of
Mhm.
marketing or something like that, and then I just like give it to her, and then I say like, okay, whatever, maybe she's not like the right client anyway. So then at the end of the day, she just said like, okay, I just need to, like blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, I already expected anyway. Now, when I give the price means like, yeah, well, I lost.
So do you plan to do some local prospecting in
I haven't thought about that, but how? I mean, I haven't
walk in,
thought about.
knock the door, walk in? I'd like to speak with the business owner.
Ah, I I don't know. I've never done that yet, but I need to maybe try.
Not try, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's good because because copywriting, closing, these are things, digital marketing, these are things that are not bound by many things. Ask your friends. Actually, you can look at local digital agencies
No,
around
I won't
and
write
just take a
for
walk.
Malaysia local business, but if UK, United States local business, if I'm in your shoes, I'll go for it.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah.
That's good. Once the face clears.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to go with medicine in the face.
Yeah.
Go and learn how to pitch
So-
people. It will improve your closing a lot.
That will be a nice experience actually. Because you say you're a traveling tourist and this is what you do and you'd like to give it a shot and just be upfront with them. Yeah.
Like what? Like upfront in terms of what do you mean?
Just
I
tell
can
them
help-
who you are.
Yeah,
that you're-
what you do for a living, what you're good at, how you can help them. Just tell them upfront.
Yeah.
Is this something you want to do? Else, it's okay.
Yeah, it's no attachment, right? No commitment, but just you go out and so search around. I'm sure there are definitely many people who would benefit. So how long do you intend to live in the UK?
UK until August, I think.
Oh, that's a long time. Sure, you have to work. That's a long time.
Now,
August.
while you can't leave,
So
just go and write your script.
actually,
Go
yeah,
and do your homework,
do
do
it.
your prospect list.
Yeah,
Go and do all of this.
yeah. Oh, this is a long time. This is almost half a year, right? Almost.
Yeah, but
half
when
a year.
when you get through it, it's already like almost May. It's like
Yeah, but
No,
3
you
months.
never know. Those guys are very fast. They're not like
Three
they're very,
months
very
you can
fast.
just go and go and approach some business owners like, hey, I'm from, this is what I do. You probably can tell from my accent I'm not from here, but that being said, this is what I can do, and I've been doing that while I was before I'm even here. Now that I'm here, it's even easier to communicate.
Yeah.
No
So face to
excuse.
face. Yeah. This is a good experience. Go for it. You would be amazed. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
So
you
a
can
few
ask
days
us a
from
lot
now, you
of
can be good.
you can ask us the prospecting questions and how to handle the objections. You will improve your closing by a lot. That's the fastest way to learn. Second is you go and pay $4,000 to the lot, enroll in HTC.
Yeah, but then again, then I need to like giving them, like the price again, like
Yeah, which is why, because you have that hesitation now, I go and think about how much I want to charge, then I straight away tell them it's like, hey, you can afford, fine, else screw you.
yeah.
Because me and Gerald, we have a new realization this week. It's like, then this is the advice we want to share with all of you. Don't go into the first dealing. Don't always get a fixed fee. Don't go into profit sharing, commissions, or business profit sharing deal upfront. The first time when you deal with somebody, don't do a profit sharing, don't do commissions. It's very risky because you will really end up getting nothing. A very, very high chance of doing that. So we had 2 bad experience in a relatively short time. So now it's like, hey, let's just do this. And actually, I almost made that 3 times, but the client was kind enough to say, hey, how about we do a fixed fee? Then only we go for a percentage after that. So I'm happy they actually suggested that. Else, I think I'll be in more trouble. So ask for a fixed fee, close for that. Don't, because you are hesitant to close for a fee, which is higher, then you opt for a percentage, hoping that your work does very well and you get rich. I think that's a very dangerous thing to have, because I think I had that train of thought before this. So now I catch myself doing this. So I share this so that you guys don't make the same mistake.
Yeah. So it's better you get something little. Let's say you are getting 2,000, 1,000, 3,000, but you get it rather than potentially 5,000, which won't come.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the lesson. So whatever you think the work is, obviously charge what you're worth. If the work is worth 1K, charge for 1,500, and the client may come down. So yeah, so always charge slightly more than, because we do negotiation, right? If your assessment, the work is 1,500, charge 2K. then it gives you room to be paid the kind of money you need, right? That what you feel the market value is.
Yeah. Don't go for a percentage or whatever. After they paid your first invoice, then maybe you can negotiate something like commission or something with more variables. If you can't close a fix, don't use a trick like commission profit sharing to cover the fact that you can't close a fixed amount. So that's a mistake that I think we made, and we don't want you guys to make the same mistake.
And sometimes clients change. So sometimes it may not be because of a trick, but like you take a client in good faith, but you misread them, right? Nobody can read anybody completely.
Because
Like, yeah,
people tend to disappoint others.
yes. So
When we
always
first
the
meet a
best thing
person,
is,
you don't know them well enough. You're very optimistic. Oh, this is the best person. They have such potential. Then you work for a short while. They're like, oh my god, another idiot.
and this is with independent practice, this is something you got to be prepared for. That's why always have high intention, but low what? High intention, but low what?
Attachment.
Yep.
Yes, low attachment. So you should be willing to move out when you feel it doesn't serve you. And that's why now looking at different perspective, it's always good to get something in the front.
Yep.
Get something that you can put, however little it is, but it needs to be paid. Then you can consider phase two as something when there's already some fruit coming in. Yeah.
Just by the fact the client pays you a fixed amount upfront, your relationship is very different from a pure profit sharing or commission based or not a single cent out of their pocket upfront. I can tell you the relationship is very different.
Yeah, if there's no skin in the game, then there's no game, right? Then Locke teaches us that. And so we've tried different options, and we see clients who pay us cash, clients who we have JVs. The relationship is different.
Very different.
Yeah, yeah. That's why
Commitment is
we're bringing it
different.
up.
The
Yeah.
work you need to do also is different. When they pay you cash, you do less work.
Yeah, because with cash, then it's defined, right?
Yeah.
Because with joint venture, it is anything you have to do to kind of rescue the business. So you'd actually do more than what it looked like at the beginning. So 1 month ago, the business has this face, right? 2 months down the road, the business changes slightly. So it means it may involve you doing more work, which you were probably
I think
not
I
prepared to
can
do.
summarize it with this. We usually overestimate the prospect or client's ability, and we underestimate the work that we need to do. I think that's very fair.
Yeah, that's correct.
So knowing
So
that,
the best thing is go for a fixed fee for something that you have control. 15 emails, 10 landing pages, 4 email
And
sequences,
landing
whatever it
pages.
is. I'm just saying whatever
whatever
it
it
is.
is,
Yeah, whatever it is. So I'm going to be paid 1K for every landing page. So that's 10K. So you produce 10 landing pages, 10K gets transferred to your account. That is how you should negotiate. Yeah. So it is project based. So the best thing is it should be project based rather than the JV. Let the JV things come much later, maybe even 3 months
and
after you have worked enough with the client.
I'm thinking we should never even bring up profit sharing or commission based. I think as a freelancer, we should never bring that up. I think these conversations, best if we only consider profit sharing or commissions when it's brought up by our client. Why I'm saying this is because if you only do cash payment and they're like, this person is so good, I want to keep them around. I want to do some profit sharing with them. I guess only that situation, profit sharing makes sense. Else, don't overcomplicate
That,
things.
that,
Keep it simple.
that's correct. Yeah, but it is only when the person, your work has proven it's working, your land page is working well, your email are working well, and clearly you see everything is working. That's why I said at least 3 months after, then you can work the terms. But after having enough time working with the client.
I think I'll put this rule. As a freelancer, we should never bring up profit sharing or commissions. We just say this is our price, take it or leave it. or whatever you want to
On day
negotiate.
one.
On
day one.
We should have that. Because I'm thinking as a business owner, the only situation where I'll offer people profit sharing is when the person is so damn good, I know I can't find a replacement. Then I will give them profit sharing. As a business owner, that's the only the only reason you give people share of your company or profit sharing. Is the person is so good you don't want them to leave. So if then that's very rare, very, very rare. Yeah. Our clients have 15 staffs, 15 or 16. I think there's only one or two, maybe three. I think it's two that has profit sharing.
Yeah.
So this is it's a very painful lesson, and we struggled for suffered for I think 2 months, about 2 months I think, two
Yeah.
months, yeah. So this don't repeat our mistakes. It's a bit dumb if you ask me, but hindsight, 2020.
20, that's life. And that's why we're sharing this. And you will make mistakes, but we'd like you to make fewer mistakes so you grow faster. Yeah.
Right. And then like I would just want to like go back to Anastasia's situation a little bit because she asked me some question about the client. And basically what the client did is like the client wants to do a test project, right? So Anastasia was like a bit confused like what to charge because she doesn't even know like what's after the test project, right? She doesn't know the deliverable for the whole project. I mean, not the test project, but the whole project,
Okay,
right?
I'll
So
say this: if you know too much, if you actually because clients lie all the time. Some intentionally, some unintentionally. Now, imagine, to be fair to those who are unintentional, they say, oh, I want to have, let's say, 30 emails. Let's have a test project, you write 3. Now, they might not, when they say that, they think email is the thing that they need. Once they have it, then all their life problems
go
are solved.
away.
Once you have that, they realize it's not the case. They probably will be very reluctant to give you the balance 27. So in their defense, that is a very possible situation. So just don't listen to whatever comes. Like how about we this is, I don't care you call it test project or whatever, I'm going to charge my normal rate. Okay?
Without test.
Regardless if it's test.
Call it a test. But if I'm to make for you 5 emails, I will charge each email $500, which means this is going to be 2,500.
Charge your normal rate.
That's it. Charge your normal rate. So whether you are going to continue or not continue, if they are willing, they work with you. If they are not willing, then you go.
So don't fall for the trap like, oh, after this I have a lot of projects and whatever. I think maybe 1 out of 10 you really will have a lot of projects after that.
So do you mean like from the start, I should like saying that, okay, for 30 emails, I charge for 30,000, for example. So of course,
Exactly.
like, and then,
Yes.
okay, 30 emails for 30,000. And I said, okay, can you give me like 3 test project for that? No, only 30 emails, 30,000.
No, it's like you can break the email down, right? So which means 30 emails, 30K, that means 1K per email.
So why not 3K,
Good.
3 emails?
3K, 3 emails. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it is
because
your
the thing is like I
commitment.
thought when I give like 30 emails, meaning that 3 emails for 3,000 supposed to be like lesser, you know what I mean? Like I can give them
No.
like 32 emails for 30,000, supposed to be like that, right?
You
Because
can argue.
the more you
both
give,
ways. The more people buy, usually the price you get a discount, whatever. So
Yeah.
there's a argument for that, but you can also argue, hey, instead of hiring 2 different person, writing 2 different styles of email and confuse your reader, it's like, wait. Before this, you're very casual. Now you're very formal. Something is wrong. That can happen. Why don't you just if you like it, we just do all the way. So there is a case to be made. But if you want to give people a volume discount, I'm not totally against it. If they want
But you
30,
see,
you can make it like
yeah.
30 probably not 1 month, or is it actually normal to write 30 in 1 month? I don't know. Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so fair. 3, if you really want to structure it this way, you can try something like this. Just adjust the numbers according to what makes sense. 3 as a first time, so they pay 3,000, the full amount for the first 3. If they like it, the balance 27, they pay half of it, you deliver half of it.
15.
Then
Yeah.
when you finish all the 30, they pay the balance. It can work that way.
Or you could say the first 3 full price, then rest you can make a 5% discount.
Okay, come, let me help you a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. So just structure it in such a way. It's always good to have those structures.
Let
Yeah.
me help
Yeah.
everybody a bit. All right. So how many emails? I'll just use your numbers.
30.
Okay.
Let's say not 30,000, but 3,000.
Okay. I'll use your numbers, whatever it is. Okay.
30 for 3,000.
So 30. Wow, so hard to type. I wonder if this is how I'll feel when I'm 40. How stiff the wrists are. Now I'm a bit worried. How am I going to use a computer? Okay, so 30 emails, it's 3,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to make it easy, one email is 3.
100. Yeah.
Is that correct?
I think it's 100, right?
I think 100.
Okay.
100. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. So you can propose. To be fair, you probably want to have a look at my work before you say yes and pay me. Okay, there are a few ways you can do this. I'll just say the first way. If I close, I will do this. Pay me 1,500. Okay, I'll give you 15 emails. Okay, then balance for the 30 emails. This is one way. Another way, you can do percentage. What we do is 40, 40, 20. Sometimes they do, I don't like this so much, but people do this. 40, 30, 30. So what does this mean is, initially when you close the project, they'll pay this. Before any work is done, they'll pay this. You go do the work, you deliver the first time, you reach certain milestones, it can be halfway through, they pay the second payment. Then once everything is complete, the final. So this is another way. It's a bit more complex, which is why I do this myself. Okay, I like to do this myself.
I think two step is better.
Yeah.
Or alternative, you can even say
I see people do this, but I don't. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't do this myself, but I know there are people who do this. Now, if you want to use the 3 emails method, okay, I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
3 emails, so it is 300 for 3 emails. Now,
Mm-hmm.
why I don't like this is because you and I know before you write your first email, you're going to do a lot of research.
Yeah.
I like to be paid for that, which is why I don't like to do this. So if I were you, then they'll ask, hey, wait, the numbers don't add up. Yeah, I know it doesn't add up. It's not supposed to be, because my email 1 is supposed to be this. That being said, I can make it like this. If you're happy with this, there's balance of 23 emails, correct? So here we can do 3,000 minus 600 divided by 2. What's the number?
2,400.
Okay, 2,400. So it's
Oh, boy.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah.
so it can be 24 or 1,000, 2,002, 2 times payment, whatever it is.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
That would be
But I don't like this because I know how much research is required for 30 emails. I like this simple. This you use if it's like so. Now, why I don't like to do this is because not everybody understand the math. So sometimes when you overcomplicate things, it works against you. People don't buy what they don't understand. So this works. Just use this. I recommend.
Then if you, so my suggestion, if you want to deduct something a little bit, then you could say for the remaining 1200 or 1300. No, the first one, the yellow one. Yellow one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You can make
So
something
no,
like this.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but when you're gonna get the 2,000, for example, are you going to
once
get the,
all
for
is
example,
finished,
when all the 30 email finish, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And you get the 2,000.
This is the easiest.
Yeah.
This is upon we agree. You pay me before we start work. I'm not going to do the work before you pay me.
Yes.
Right.
So 2 steps
This
is
will
better
fil-
than 3 steps.
This will filter a lot of people. This will filter a lot of people. And if you can't close this, you need to improve your closing because you
Well,
have a
actually, this thing is like in Upwork also the same, because in Upwork they give you something in the first, then at the end of the day when I already delivered them all, they give the rest. That's what
Yep.
you know.
So this, I like this. It's simple enough. It's simple enough, but it is. I mean, simple is actually a good thing. It's simple. Everybody understand. There's minimal
Yeah, 2
risk for
steps.
you. There's minimal risk for the client. I like this. This sometimes
Actually, the client is, because the advantage with 2 step is that they pay 1K, you do the research for 30, right? Then you do the work, the client gets 15 emails, and then you have
Yeah.
got 1K. In this case, then you go and do the work for the remaining part, and you deliver the work, you get paid. So it's a win-win. This is, yeah,
yeah.
something like that
So
should be okay.
if you find there's a lot of resistance here, then it's a closing problem. It's not there's nothing else. Then you know it's very good. Now you know what problem you have. You just work on that thing. Then you can go to the next step. Okay. So hope this is helpful.
Okay, I have not concern, like just Anastasia wanted, I don't know if I understood that well. She wanted to give a kind of discount for this person.
Yeah, but because I thought like the more you give emails, like
Okay.
it's like
Did the
it's just
client
like one.
did the
Yeah.
client say that, or is that coming from you?
No, the client said that. Oh no, it's from me. I mean
Okay.
the
Then
thing.
if that's the case, no need. You don't need to cut unless client requests. If the client requests, then I would say instead of 2K, then it can be 1800.
If you do such a good job,
Yes,
and if you're good enough, you don't have to be that good.
yes.
If you're good enough, you're probably not their first hire. You're probably
Yeah.
not the first freelancer they work with. They know how hard it is to get somebody who is okay. Most people suck. Few are okay. Very, very, very few are actually good. So if they can get something above average, they'll be like, oh my god, I'm so lucky. Let me just give Anastasia all the work. You actually don't need to give people discount. Now, last week you're not. I forgot, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You were not here. I talked about me buying a car. All the buying resistance come from the seller, not from the prospect.
Yeah.
The person afraid I can't pay $100 a month for a car. The person legit
Because
worried. Yeah, I
he
can't pay
cannot
100.
pay for himself. Yeah, so my suggestion definitely is don't, because when you talk about discount very easily, like Danlock once says, okay, do you, like what kind of surgeon would you trust? The one who gives you a discount that to operate your brain, I'm going to operate at 5,000 discount, when the true price is like 10,000.
What Gerald said is for you all to know. It's
Yeah.
not for you all to tell your customer. Okay, please don't tell.
Yeah. This is for you to know, because when you start your negotiation on a discount, it kind of tells the message that you are not ready. You don't value yourself, because you give discount. It kind of devalues you really. That's why it's good to cut it into two and say, okay, the way I work is give me upfront this. We actually broke our rule. The reason why we're sharing this is we broke our rule of saying, okay, we work under these conditions. Pay us X, then we do the work. But we broke our rule, and that's why we're coming back to emphasize, don't start any work without money upfront.
Yep.
It means there's no skin in the game. Because the client could promise, okay, send me 3 test emails, and then I will give you 20. There will be a lot of work. Now, prospects lie, clients lie too, right? So it's better for you to say, as Anastasia, I start my emails, my start work when the clients have paid me 500, 600, 1K, which means for email, my standard is $100 per email. So if you'd like this to be like this, this is how we're going to work. So you need to stand on your values. It is you who gives yourself value, not any other client. So it's important.
And I'll say the first time you give the discount, the next time they ask for a discount, and your relationship with the person will always be on price and not how much
Discount,
what
yeah.
we can do. Very, very bad. Don't.
Yeah. And as a new person, it looks like discount is actually your best friend. It is your worst enemy. Yeah. Yeah. It's like in ordinary street thinking, discount is good. But in the mental processing and in the world of business, discount is not necessarily good. Although in marketing, we present discount as a point of attracting people. Now, when you're doing the service, it works differently.
Yep.
It works against you. But when you're selling, it is good because it limits the objections on the mind of prospects. So we shouldn't mix the two.
I can give you guys a easier way to imagine. Now imagine, give me a good email copywriter's name. Anyone, I don't care.
Troy Erickson.
Okay. Do you think he will give a discount when he's negotiating for the first? If he's not doing that, why are we doing that?
I mean, like, he won't necessarily like mention a discount, but maybe there will be a slight difference if it's a smaller compared to a bigger project, right? For example, just now, the second slide that you have just now, 600 for 3 emails, but I don't know, 2,400 for the rest of the emails. Right?
If it's going to
Something
be a
like that.
very big engagement, okay, for example, if somebody wants 100 emails or 300 emails, basically the whole year, you're not going to make such a big arrangement upfront. Just make it like, hey, wait. You can only buy 1 month. You can only buy 1 month. You cannot buy so much. Then they'll be like, what? Yes, you can only buy 1 month. After that, I can't promise I will be available. Yeah. You want to buy doesn't mean I have to sell, right? You know. You see what happened to your price after that?
Yeah, because that's positioning. Because if you position yourself weak in the market, in front of the clients, they will take you lightly. Because it is expected if you go and buy a Mercedes or a BMW, it's expensive, right? So good stuff is expensive. It's supposed to be expensive. Yeah.
Good stuff. There is no discount. That's only price increment. Yeah.
So when did you ever see that iPhone is reducing price? They don't. They have never. They only go forward. So I mean, because it's the same. It's the same. We are producing, whether it's digital marketing, whether it is whatever it is in the digital space today.
Now, I'll just say, as a person who pay freelancers, who hire freelancers, I'll ask the person's rate, and I'll ask, if it's a serious project, I'll ask, how much were you charging 12 months ago? If the rate is the same, they probably won't get a job. Means, hey, these 12 months you didn't take any new courses, you haven't improved your skill, then I probably don't want to work with you. So your price better be higher. You tell me your price is the same, maybe it's a red flag. Yeah, nowadays I'll say it's a red flag. You must suck. Every freelancer I know, the price increase every year. What's wrong with you?
Oh God, right.
Yeah.
And then I have another thing to add. Like what I noticed with the conversation with Anastasia, is that it seems like she's stuck in this like order taking situation, right? Because the client is asking, test project, give me your price. Test project, give me your price. So how do you actually turn this into something that is closer to a doctor-patient relationship, like a diagnostic relationship, where you can help her to like uncover more problems in her marketing, and then like
I think
provide
two
even
things.
better solution.
I think two
And
things.
sometimes the client is like feeling that she actually a doctor itself, like
Mhm.
I'm a doctor too. So you analyze me, but I'm a doctor too. You
Yeah,
know?
then why you ask me? Then why you ask me to do this work? If you're so damn good, why you ask me? Why are we doing business? Now the
Yeah,
client, now the prospect
you
have to
put it back to
justify.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell me why you want to work with me. Like, there's so many other people out there. So two things. Number one, you need enough prospects. If you have enough prospects, now you can do the step two. Say no to 90% of your prospects. You see what happened to your price and your closing rate. The exercise is you have to say no to 90% because you and I, we know there's not that many good prospects and not many good clients in this world. Maybe 80%, probably 20%, 80% are just
Junk.
yeah. So if you don't have enough prospects, you can't do this, then it's not a closing problem, it's a prospecting problem. You need to have enough
This is
people
why
to say no to.
anesthesia, we say when you're in London for 3 months, right? 3 solid months. So do prospecting, and these are some of the fellows you could still be working with if you went back to Indonesia, for instance,
Yep.
or wherever you'll be. So I think you don't have enough good prospects. So that's why you're kind of like, I see some bit of attachment, right? And you're kind of stuck. Yeah.
Actually, it's for you to have, for your price to getting higher and higher. Few things. Number one, you don't need money. You must not need money. I know it's hard to do when you keep thinking, oh, if I don't take on this next 2 months, I'm not sure if I have money to pay my bills. Then it's very hard for you to negotiate the way I negotiate. But let's pretend that this isn't a problem. Okay, if that's a problem, then maybe consider doing trade some of your time for some fixed income work. I'm not going to say work at McDonald's because I know it's pretty bad, but find some way you can trade some of your time for something predictable, then make this your side hustle. Okay, once you don't need to worry about your immediate bills, then just be very, very selective. Like I'm not selective enough currently. I feel I'm not selective enough. I'm saying yes to too many people and I'm actually turning down quite a lot. So just be more selective. Now you can only be selective when you have a lot of prospects. It's like, yeah, I don't need to work with you. Now you close me, why I should continue. We are almost going to have that conversation with the client. It's like, hey, we have been working together for this. I don't see this is going to be a worthwhile investment. So we have a problem here. So this is what we're asking for. You let me know if we should continue working together.
Yep.
Because we
And we're
have,
actually going this coming week, we are going
yeah,
to
we're
have
going to have
that
this
kind of
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, if
Because
yeah, go ahead.
because guys, you see, as independent practitioners, nobody will value you unless you value yourself. That's fundamental. Nobody will value you unless you value yourself.
Yep.
So, and the clients like to cheat, knowingly or unknowingly. They like to get the best out of you for nothing, basically. So deep down, knowing that it means, and you have to do a lot of research. You sit up many hours, you really have to read hard and really do this work. So if that is how you're going to work, you need to get value for your money. Because once you reach the 40s, your body will show up how you have been mistreating it. Right now, I have back problem, right? Jay has, right? His hands, right? So it will catch up with you. So that means it is better you get paid well. At least you can have the consolation that, okay, I have a backache, I have this, I have, something to show for
You
it.
can actually tell your client, next 2 months I'm going on vacation. Don't come disturb. I don't need your money. I'm going on vacation for 2 months. Don't disturb me. Yeah.
Yeah. So charge reasonably. Yeah.
You need to get that.
Yeah. So anesthesia, charge reasonably. If you charge 100 for your email, keep it that.
I think 100 is
Don't
okay.
be negotiated. 100 is good.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't know.
muted.
I just like saying, just like saying
No,
like
100
that.
is good. I've seen online. I've seen many because and since you're kind of working with the boss, like after you write this email, it would be good just to let boss see a few things, and that kind of interaction should be able to fetch 100 because $100 will bring a lot of money. One email can bring at least $1,000 for them. So that's just 10%. That's good.
If your email can't make this amount of sales, you're working with the wrong person. Yeah. What if you're new? No choice. You do that. But once you have some experience, once you have enough prospects, you will learn to say no. Like I think I say no to about more than 50% of the people, and I still think I'm too nice guy to say more no's. Oh, screw you. No.
So is that also correct that if it is like we are only focusing only on, for example, like email marketing only, not because sometimes they ask for like Facebook ads and then Google ads and then the Twitter,
You need to
the
see.
social media.
Okay, now
So also like
that
sometimes
will be a closing thing where I will really ask them like, is this something that you really need? Let me just find out with you where I'll do the discovery. Now, if suppose they really need that, because somebody who needs email, I can see they will also need some ads. Okay, then you can choose either you want to do it yourself or probably you want to go and find somebody who can do it, but you close the deal. Something like that. But if the client bring up this conversation, it's a good thing because it shows that they are happy with the first thing that you did with them.
My suggestion is this: find the prices of these various services that the clients would like to have through you, right?
Yep.
Now, some things you can do yourself, some you would outsource and just put a markup. For instance, let's say Facebook ads. What is the market rate right now? So let's say market rate is $50 as an example. A little ad. So then you say, for me, I write 70, knowing that probably you are going to pay somebody else 50, then 20 would be your supervisory fee. So charge like that. Always put something on top of, because get deals knowing that I will outsource. So charge a premium on top.
Yep.
The premium is what goes to you.
Yes.
Something like that.
And usually if you never hired anybody to do Facebook ads, you should be double. So let's say if your cost of hiring people to do the Facebook ads is 50, you need to charge at least 100. I like to play it super safe. I like to say I'm going to hire 2 person, and this is actually what I do. When I need a landing page, I never on Fiverr, I never engage just 1 person. I always minimum 2 person to do the job. Then I have options. If one is okay, one is not so okay, at least I have the okay. If one is good, one is okay, I have the good. So far, I don't get both situations where both suck. Okay, because I'm quite good in this. You need to get that.
So that's even good. So if you mark up 100%, then that's better.
So for me to make money,
but at least
I
it should be
more than 2. And I recently just did this where they need a landing page. So I paid, I forgot, was it $100 or $200 for a landing page, but the markup is I'm charging 1,000 or 2,000. So I can pay about 2-3 freelancers. Actually on Fiverr, I look for 5 or 6 person to build a landing page. I type all the job description, I send to 5 of them. 2 or 3 actually reply me fast enough, so I continue the conversation with them. Then from there, I hire 2. That is me. Okay. So the best way to learn how to be a good freelancer is you go and purchase this type of freelancing service. It's like, how can I get a good work? So for common services, I'll say now you should go and just take a look at how much you need. If you need to outsource Facebook, you're not going to touch it. How much is it good? At least just know some numbers. They help you a lot.
The market rates, yeah.
Yeah.
So know the market rates, and then you see how much you can mark up. And Jay, if you want to use Jay's example, then 100%. If you want something slightly low, at least like 40 35 to 40%.
Naturally, I'm a person who don't take a lot of risks, so I like to at least double. So I know I'm going to hire 2%. If
Yeah.
you're only mark up 50%, you're betting on that 1%, don't suck. I'm not so confident, all right? I like to be very, very safe. That's me.
Yeah. So safe is better. So I think 100%, that's good. So as a practice, take
100%, you don't
100%.
even make money. Fiverr charge you the fees here and there, you probably at least need to mark up 3 times. Yeah. But when you can
Yeah.
close 1,000, 2,000 and you're just spending 100, 200, who cares? So it's usually it's a closing problem. Like you guys, you've been to HIC, you are in Copy Academy, you take courses here and there. You are not going to be probably doing the work is not your problem. Closing is,
Yeah.
in fact, that's most of the problem. From people who I observe, I see they can do the work, not bad, but usually it's the closing that let them down. So they think they are not good enough to charge higher prices. I say no, you just need to close better. Just ask for more money. You the one who come and tell me this and that, you want to overcomplicate things. I say you only have one problem, is you don't have many. It's just the closing. Fix that, you have a good life. Yeah.
Okay, good. So we've come to the end of today.
Okay, so next week, same time, same place. So I'll just report what I read so far. Previously we gave some assignments to read Surrounded by Idiots and Surrounded by Bad Bosses. I finished Surrounded by Bad Bosses. Now I'm reading Extreme Ownership. Okay. Why? Because Lisa asked me, not asked, forced me to read this. Mean person. So no choice. I have to read, else she will be very mean to me. I'm not going to say I recommend this yet, but for everybody, please read Surrounded by Idiots, Surrounded by Bad Bosses. It will improve your closing a lot because you'll be able to identify who you're speaking with and how you should speak to them. Very, very helpful. Also, it helps to understand yourself. It helps to understand yourself. It's very, very useful. So that's the homework. Okay. Once you're read, just send us some text message like, hey, I read that. This is what I learned. Now, knowing this is how I'm going to operate differently. And that's how you read a book. It's not just read to, oh, I read this book. It's read what changes are you going to do in how you operate. That's actually more important. You can actually read one chapter and if you actually implement the changes, that's better than somebody who read the whole book but didn't do anything. Okay, so we're looking forward to hear the takeaways and implementations from there. Sounds like me, yeah. So I'm not asking you to read the book. Who cares about the book? I want you to implement, make some changes. Oh, I thought it was this way. Now I know differently. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so
Yeah.
looking forward to hear from you guys on the book.
And yeah, Sifu says don't read books, use books. Take all the silly things from a book and use it. Yeah. All right.
Okay, see you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shay. Thanks, Gerald.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye.